Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to today's session. We are gathered here for an insightful talk on cloud computing and placements, a topic that will inspire many aspiring tech professionals in our audience. We are honored to have with us Preeti Kintali, a graduate of VIT-AP University in BD, ambassador, and a tech enthusiast with skills in AWS, Azure, Spring Boot, Java, and full stack development. She has recently been placed at Accenture, and her journey is a true example of how determination, continuous learning, and adaptability can turn uncertainty into opportunity. Today, she will walk us through her placement journey, the challenges she overcame, the skills she developed, and how cloud computing played a vital role in her success. Let's all join in giving a warm welcome to Preeti Kintali.
Thank you, Aparajita. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, Aga, you're audible. Crystal
Yeah.
clear.
So a warm welcome and good morning to all of you guys. So I am Preeti, as Aparajita said to all of you. So I'm a recent graduate at VIT-AP University, and today I'm going to tell you about my journey of my placement and a little about cloud computing. So from uncertainty to opportunities. So today's agenda will be like I will be covering about me because you don't know who I am. So firstly about me, and then we will discuss a little bit about on-campus placements, what is the procedure, how to apply to companies, etc. And then I will be telling about my placement journey, and then general placement process, and what to focus on in this journey, like what skills do you have to focus on, and then, as I already told, I will be covering about cloud computing. So you will be getting a good idea about what is cloud computing and where to get started, what courses and what certifications you have to take after listening to this 1 hour session. And then the seventh part will be something important for you all, and it's not much discussed, but it is very important. So you have to stay tuned until the end of the session to know that. And lastly, we can have a Q&A session at the end of this. So let me start with who I am. So I am Preeti. I have completed my BTech in CSE at VIT itself. And I have been a Microsoft Learn student ambassador throughout my BTech days, where I have conducted multiple events on various technologies like cloud, GitHub, etc. And I've also worked with Geeks for Geeks and contributed many articles, technical articles, and they're still available on Geeks for Geeks platform. Uh, you can go through them through my LinkedIn if it's possible. And then I have been selected as an advanced app engineer analyst at Accenture recently. And the technologies I have worked with are AWS, Azure, Spring Boot, Java. I have also explored web, Android, machine learning, and multiple others. I have a specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning, so I have touched that as well. So this was about me. Now let us know about the main topic of today on campus placements. So this is something which is a very crucial part of any BTech aspirant of CSE branch. So mostly people come to college to get a good placement, right? So like you want a 20 LPA, 30 LPA packages job after coming to any college. Like VIT has a lot of placements. So what exactly is needed to get a placement on campus? So there are two types of placement. One is like on campus, which will be provided by the college you are in. So they will be supporting you with the placement. Other one is an off campus placement where You have to try everything on your own, apply through off campus that is not supported by your college. You have to apply externally. So, we are going to talk about on campus placement today. So, what is important here is the first thing is CGPA. Many people say that CGPA is not very important or it's not much important and they take it very lightly since first year. But people who know that it is very important, focus from the first year, maintain CGPA at certain level, like 9 plus or something. The main part of the CGPA is not, it's not very important. It's not that if you have a good CGPA, you will get a placement. But in the starting screening process, that is in the shortlisting process, it is very useful. For example, if you have two academic students, both are very skilled, but the company needs only one person. So one is having a 9 CGPA, other one is having like a 7 CGPA. The company will be preferring the 9 CGPA guy more. So this is I'm talking about the initial screening process. When so let's take our college only. If there are more than the students needed, so for example, if a company is coming and the company wants only 200 candidates to appear for an online assessment, but the people who are applying for the online assessment are like 500, then the first shortlisting criteria will be the CGPA. So they will filter out candidates who have below certain CGPA, like it can be 8 or it can be 7.5 or it can be even 9. Some companies are too much particular about CGPA and want very less candidates. So they keep 9. This was about the CGPA. Now let's come to the resume. Resume, it is like the thing which the recruiter will be seeing. He cannot see your face, but he will know you just by seeing your resume. So that becomes very important. It must be like a one-page thing, which must include what are you studying, what courses you have done, what projects you have done. You must add links to all of that too, so that they will know that you have truly done it. Or else, if you just write it, they won't understand, or they will understand, but they need some proof, right? So you have to add links in your resume too. Like whatever project you have done, add the link. Whatever certification you have done, add a link. And the achievements also. It can be like technical achievements, hackathons, wins, any anything you have participated throughout your BTech. And then apart from the resume, so in the resume we add some projects, right? What type of projects you will add? Let's say so let me tell you example. If a company comes, uh, not a company. Let me give example of me itself. If I come to your college and I want to recruit a singer, so who am I looking at? So I will be checking all resumes and I will be seeing who has experience in singing. So I will be recruiting that person only. I won't recruit someone who is having experience in painting or dancing, right? If I want a singer, I will be recruiting a singer only. So you have to showcase where you have, if you have participated in any singing competitions, etc. So this is just an example of how companies come, what they are expecting. You have to showcase what the company wants. For example, if a company comes, they will be providing with you a job description which will be saying what skills do you need to have. Like if they are coming for a machine learning engineer role, they'll be asking you to have experience in machine learning projects, Python, and mostly related to that only. Like if you have projects related to recommendation system or prediction system, then they will be giving a chance to you. So I'm telling you about the relevance of the projects to be included in the resume. You cannot just put any project in your resume for any role, but check the role. If you are getting a cloud engineer role, then you have to put projects related to cloud only. So you have to take care of that. Everything present in your resume must be related to the role which you are applying for. So this is an important thing you have to remember, because many people just put random projects on applying for random roles. In that case, uh, you will take years to get shortlisted. Even then, you won't get shortlisted. So take care of that. And coming to the DSA, the hyped one, DSA, that is coding, people say it generally. You have famous DSA sheets like Strivers, Geeks for Geeks, Love Bubber, Neat Code. So you can just take one sheet, pick one, and finish it. So because these sheets have like all types of patterns, problems which are asked by companies. So they have collected it after thorough research, and you can pick any one. They also have video solutions for them. So for DSA, why companies ask DSA is to just check how are you able to think logically and how are you able to solve problems. That's it. Logical thinking and problem solving. That's why DSA is important while placements. And then we have core subjects. This part you will be covering in your academics itself. Uh, During your academics, you must have taken OOPS, that is object-oriented programming, database management system, computer networks, operating system, software engineering. These all courses you will be doing in your as part as your academic curriculum. So OOPS will be covered in the first year itself, and you can keep revising until the placement season. Just don't forget things and keep revising. And this will be simple. They will be asking just basic questions of, let's take if it's OOPS, they will be asking class and object. Not too basic also, they will be asking you to code some things like polymorphism or whatever topics you are having, encapsulation, etc. And operating system is deadlock, etc. I'm just giving you examples of questions they will ask. Also, there are curated lists of most asked interview questions on each and every subject. You can go through them. So you can just take a screenshot of this page. This is like very important because these all at one place will give you an idea of what things do I need to be prepared for. Like CGPA, check, resume check, projects check, am I good at coding? At least basic coding, check, core subjects check. So you have to keep this checklist ready with you. And also about DSA, if you are good with arrays and strings, so array strings and linked lists, you will be good to go with like many small companies, not small companies, but up to 7 LPA packages. So if you're good with at least 3 to 4 data structures, you are good to start with coding. You can start solving these sheets. Don't wait until you get perfect with everything. You can just start solving from the day one itself. And for advanced data structures, only few companies ask advanced data structures like graphs, tries. You will be learning about them if you check these sheets. And final thing, which is very undervalued but is very critical, not only during your placements but during entire life. That is mental and physical health. You have to take care of yourself, like mentally as well as physically. What you have to do is take little breaks. Don't watch too much screen. As you already have to work with laptop, don't just scroll through phone because that adds extra screen time. You have to take care of your time yourself. Give breaks, go to walks with your friends, talk with your family, etc. And for physical health, don't skip your meals, eat properly, and sleep properly. That's how you can take care of your mental and physical health. I know most graduates or undergraduates don't take care of this part much. They only take care of coding projects, etc. And you eventually burn out. But that's not what you wanted. But you can take a break. So this was about the on-campus placements. This is my MLSA profile. MLSS stands for Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. As I already told, I was a former MLSA. So why I am showing you this is because I wanted to tell you that if you have done something in your BTech, it will remain permanent. Like you can see this profile, I'm still using this. I have been an MLSA. So you can share link to this profile in your resume. If you are also an ambassador for some other company or some other student program, you can mention it in your resume. They will be looking not only for a person who is good in academics, who has only CGPA. They will also be looking into people who are good in some extracurriculars, at least done something extra apart from studies. So in that way, these type of things will be useful. I have also conducted many events and I can showcase it to them. And it's good. So not only ambassador programs, but if you have participated in any hackathons, you can put them in your profile. So now let me tell you about my placement journey. But before that, so what happened was initial phase, everyone wants to secure a good placement and safe placement, not very low package, not like you didn't get any, but we didn't know how. So I didn't know how. I was just going with the flow. Like the first year, yeah, I was. I knew that I wanted a placement, but I didn't know what to do exactly. Everybody says CGPA is important or coding is important, but nobody tells you how to do it. So I was also like that in that phase, initial phase. And then I had a basic coding knowledge and mostly academic theory, the courses which we had done. And after that, I have participated mostly in many events in the college. So you should also participate in any event which is happening in college because uh, everything teaches you something. Even a minute thing can be helpful to you at any point in life. So after that, the placement season started around in July or August. In July, it started for us. And then I kept on applying for company after company. Few I have been shortlisted for the online assessment, and then I wasn't shortlisted for few companies even to attend an online assessment. So whatever was happening, I wasn't getting shortlisted for the next round, that is the interview or other rounds. So even after multiple failures, what you have to do is you just have to show up. Just keep applying for all the companies. That's what I will tell you. Even if you are still in second year or third year, it's important to know all these things. You just you just don't need to sit sad after receiving failure after failure, but just keep showing up. And adaptive approach, that is stay open to learning and apply continuously. So one company I have got shortlisted. I have given the online assessment. I got forwarded to the next round. And then I have given around three interviews, two technical and one HR. And I was sure that I got that placement. But finally, finally, when the finalist came, I understood that I wasn't shortlisted. I wasn't selected for that placement. That was disheartening, but after that, something happened. So I got selected for Accenture after attending the test. Accenture is a Fortune 500 company and it's an IT services and management consulting. So after that failure which happened with me with one company, then I got this opportunity to attend this company's process. We had a pre-placement talk. Then we went to VIT Vellore to attend for the test. I passed the first round, then the coding round. Then we came back to our campus. We had a communication round. I passed that too. So from 8,000 applicants, around 650 passed the communication round and 650 were selected for the interviews, and finally interview happened, and I was one among the 150 who got selected for this company. So that was good thing which happened. So that is about this. And now let me tell you about the general placement process which happens on campus. So firstly, as I said, every company comes, but you don't know about the company. So what they will do, they will give a pre-placement talk. They will tell you who they are and what role they are offering, what package they are offering. So you'll be having a pre-placement talk. And then once you have applied for that company, and if you get shortlisted for the online assessment, you will be writing a test. It can be consisting of MCQs and coding questions. It depends on the company. It can be only coding questions or only MCQs or both. It depends on the company. And then once you have passed that, so basically, if there are three coding questions, there is some criteria. If two coding questions are completed with all the test cases passed, then you will be qualifying like that. So each company has certain marks you have to score to pass the online assessment. After that, you may have some optional rounds like group discussions or communication round. Group discussions where there will be students, like 4 to 5 people will be grouped up, and you will be given one topic to talk about. And uh, in that round, your opinions and how strong you are opinionated and those things are looked upon and observed, and how well you are communicating with others, and these things are checked in group discussion round. And communication round is how well you are not only speaking but how well you are understanding some things. This is also an online round, so these both can be optional to companies. Few have, few don't have. And finally you have the technical and HR interviews, which will be either face to face or online through MS Teams or Zoom, whatever the company prefers. In the technical rounds, they mostly ask you about three things: DSA, DSA questions, like they will be giving a question and you will be asked to hard code that solution, or even asked you the approach to that solution. You will be asked brute force approach and then refined approach, etc. That is about DSA. And you will be asked about projects, about whatever you have mentioned in your resume. Thirdly, about projects, DSA, and that's it. Those two are asked in the technical. And thirdly, the core subjects. The as I've already mentioned to you in the previous slide, these three are asked, and in the HR interview, they will be asking you situational based questions. They will be giving you a situation where you have to handle something, and they will be asking you how you will react in that situation, and you have to answer it. HR interview is it's also not very easy. You have to be little diplomatic in that. So this is about a general placement process. So now, challenges faced. So what challenges generally students face is they don't know what path they want to go in. So if you already know that they have to go into machine learning or data science roles, so you just have to have some clarity of what you want to go into. And then we have intense competition. Yes, uh, every student nowadays is pursuing CSC and everyone is taking CSC. And excuse me. So yeah, everybody is facing. So everyone is skilled nowadays, and industry is also very competitive right now. People are getting laid off because they are not much skilled, or they are unable to skill up in this era, in this AI era. So there is intense competition. And then there is knowledge gaps. So You know the theory, but you are not able to apply it in the um, projects, or you are unable to build real world applications. And then balancing act. Yeah, managing academics and skill development is tough, but whoever does it will be in a good position. So these are the basic challenges faced, general challenges faced by everyone. You just have to have a little extra efforts to bridge the gaps between industry and you. It's very simple. Allow skills to focus. I have already told you you have to be good with at least one language for the DSC, and regularly practice on famous platforms like LeetCode and Geeks for Geeks. They also have good lists to practice from. LeetCode has a one top 150 questions list, and Geeks for Geeks already has company-wise questions. You can just start doing. And then cloud. I will be discussing about this part soon. So you must have heard about AWS Azure and everything. So that is becoming famous right now. Why this is becoming famous? What is this cloud? I'll be soon telling you. And then you also have to have idea of basics of various technologies like DevOps, AI. What is CI/CD pipeline? What is Docker? At least if you don't use it, you just have to have a basic idea of what these things are. But you have to know what is GitHub Copilot, how to use GitHub Copilot. So AI, there are various AI tools which are coming. So you just have to know at least how to use them and how to integrate them. And then machine learning. And then we have projects to solve real world scenarios. So this was about placements. Now we will dive into cloud computing. So cloud is not the cloud which you see in the sky, but these are services over internet. So basically, you will be having few services like to host, you will be having servers, or you can even get analytics of your website. You can set a few other services. So there are basically various services in each type of cloud. That is AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and various other clouds are also there. But these are the top major ones. So that is cloud computing. What what do they have? What are the key components? They have servers. You can host something on those servers. You have storage. For storage, you have databases, then networking and software. So cost efficiency. So what this cloud computing offers is you just have to, as I told, they have the services. Pay as you go. That means you just have to pay for something you have used. That's it. And it reduces physical infrastructure. Let me tell you with an example. If I have a company, I want to set few servers for the company. I want to host a website, and I need to have the servers, right? For that, I have to have a physical infrastructure, huge area for that. So for all that, I have to take burden on myself if I have a company. But cloud computing, what it offers is, if I don't have much budget, don't have much place to put up that much infrastructure, I can just take these services provided over the internet itself. I won't be using my own server, but I'll be using someone else's server by renting it. That is the pay as you go. This was about what this cloud computing is. So nowadays, this cloud is becoming very popular, and everybody is learning cloud. Mostly, most of the companies are turning their businesses into cloud. They're not willing or liking to maintain their own servers, doing everything on their own, but they are renting services of some other companies and other cloud services. So now let us explore how it's benefiting these businesses. So we will first start with how the companies are migrating from on-premises to the cloud. So even if you're not understanding all these terms and all, just I will tell you the basics of what is on-premise, what is cloud, remember, and you can explore it later on when you are free. On-premise era. So this was previously. Businesses used to manage their own servers, infrastructure, and it used to lead to a high cost because I have to maintain them. I have to take the maintenance burden because I have to make sure they are running properly every time, and there is also limited scalability. If I have a certain place, I cannot scale up because there is some limit to that space. But in case of cloud, it's total opposite. It always benefits us businesses. So what happens here is infrastructure, that is the servers or operating system, whatever you want, is hosted by the third party providers. That can be either Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, and there are multiple other third party providers. Whatever infrastructure you want will be hosted by them only, and then offering on-demand access. For example, few websites operate most and they have high demand on certain uh, festivals, right? If you have a Diwali festival, then few websites will be having high demand. Most people will be using that website during certain times. In that case, we want to have a good like on-demand access. Most people will be using that website. It must not go down. For that, what in this case, if it is cloud, then we don't have to take care about that. The cloud will be taking care of that. That third-party provider. And then scalability, as I told, we can scale up or down whenever we want. If there is no demand, we can scale down also. Reduce operational costs. What we will do? We are just paying for what we want. Even if we have scaled down, we won't be paying for the entire thing. We will just be paying for what we are using. These are the benefits of cloud. Why businesses are shifting from on-premises to the cloud, and it is very fast, like quickly you can just set up right now your EC2 server and you can just start working with it. That's why people are shifting to cloud. In this era is cloud, everybody is using that. So that is about on premises to the cloud. I hope you understand and got a basic idea of what is on premise and cloud. So now let me tell you key benefits of cloud computing. Yeah, unmatched scalability, cost effectiveness, and enhanced flexibility. As I've already told you previously about this in a little briefly, let me tell you a little more deeply. Dynamically increase or decrease computing resources to perfectly match demand, ensuring peak performance during high traffic events like major e-commerce sales. I told you example of Diwali, right? During those so let us take an e-commerce website only. If there is high traffic but we want a peak performance, then to match the demand we will be increasing or decreasing the computing resources. That is the unmatched scalability this cloud computing is having. And then we have cost effectiveness. Even if so let me read you this. Pay only for the resources you consume. So you don't have to have the burden on you to pay for all the hardware investment just because you have that and you have to maintain. If I have a personal server and I have to maintain it, even if I'm using or not, I just have to spend money on that. But in cloud, we don't have to do that. Only if I'm using that, I will be paying for it. Rest I won't pay. And this will be helping for small startups and businesses because they won't be having much of budget to work on that. And then we have enhanced flexibility. You can easily choose and change resources and configurations on operating system according to you. If you want to work with Linux, You can change to that. If you want to work with Windows, you can do that. It's all to you. They will be providing you with everything and how you want to use it, and that's totally your wish. This is about key benefits of cloud computing. So migrate workloads between providers or run applications across diverse environments with agility. I hope you got a basic idea of cloud computing. And then we have few cloud deployment types, that is cloud infrastructures. We have around, so we have three types and then another type that is multi-cloud. So four. Public cloud. This means this is available to everyone. Anybody can use that infrastructure if they want, they can rent it. The example I have given you is AWS or Azure, Google Cloud, etc. Whatever is available to public, that is public cloud. Anybody can use it. But private cloud, that means it's only limited to one organization. So if someone XYZ has a company, only they will be using their cloud infrastructure. Some other organization outside their organization won't be able to access it. That is private cloud. And hybrid, few companies prefer to have their own private cloud as well as a public cloud. That is hybrid cloud. Multi-cloud, that means they use multiple cloud platforms, like they use both Azure and AWS. So each deployment model offers unique advantages, catering to diverse business needs. According to the business needs, each company has their own way. So now coming to AWS. AWS is a global cloud leader. So I have been telling you about AWS, AWS, AWS. So what is this? It's web services by Amazon. It's like a global leader, and it offers like multiple services on that platform. Whenever you are free, just search on Google AWS and visit the website, what they are offering. You will be knowing that they are offering like multiple services, either in computing or storage or AIML, IoT, etc., database management, etc. So they are having like various services, 200 plus services, I think. And there are other clouds like Azure and Google Cloud. So this Azure is by Microsoft and Google Cloud is by Google. These are also major platforms. After AWS, Azure is coming and then Google Cloud. So if you want to explore these clouds and want to use them in your projects, AWS is providing 12-month free and free for some services, and always free services are also there. You can make use of them in your projects. And also Azure is there. For students, they offer like around 12 months. You just have to give your credit card details or something. And after that, after 12 months, it will be retiring, that is expiring. And then you can use only the free ones. So you can make use of this 12 months, that is 1 year of free services. You can just play along or try new things. And then GCP also providing $300 credit for 90 days. So you can try these things when you are free and implement in your projects. There are also real world cloud applications. So there are few companies which are using cloud in their services, like Netflix. Everybody knows, everybody, like most people binge watch series on Netflix, and then Spotify, every student's favorite. So these companies are using AWS and some other major cloud services to run their companies. So they highlight how cloud computing enables businesses to deliver scalable, reliable, innovative services to millions globally. So Netflix case is very interesting, like how server in the somewhere in the other part of the world is helping you like helping you to access some. So let us see. So you will be understanding that once you study the Netflix case study, actually, when the servers are hosting something somewhere around, on the other part of the world, how you are able to access that with least amount of response time. So that story, if you learn that, you will be understanding how Netflix is using the AWS nicely. If you learn at least these world cases, case studies, you can tell them in your interviews. If you are applying for a cloud role or even for the software development roles, most companies are preferring people with the knowledge of this cloud. So these case studies will be helping you. So now, as I told you, not only few industries, but most industries are transformed by cloud. So let us come to the healthcare. We can enable patient data management securely, telehealth services, and then AI-driven diagnostics for better care. So there are multiple ways which we can use the cloud for our good only. And then we have education. Education, how we can use the cloud in education. We can facilitate e-learning platforms, virtual classrooms, collaborative research tools for students and educators. E-commerce, scaling infrastructures, handling peak traffic, enabling personalized shopping experiences. And for banking, we can secure the transactions, powering fraud detection. So as you have seen, there are multiple cloud services. We can use a combination of two or three services in each of them, and you can see how we are able to transform these industries. So how the MNCs and startups are adopting the cloud nowadays. So for startups, as I've already mentioned to you that it is like boom to the startups. They don't have to have a huge investment or at the start itself. They can scale quickly. Also, there is something called minimum viable product. They can easily show up their MVP, which will be having all the all the facilities or features which they want to show, and they can fastly deploy that and show it to the fund givers. So that is for the startups, and even MNCs are using for advanced security features and etc. Global reach, deploy applications worldwide with low latency. So this was something I have told you before for the Netflix example that with slow response time, I'm able to access the videos of Netflix. So that is about how startups and MNCs are adopting this cloud. So now how you will be learning this cloud, how you can master cloud and then do certifications and show up, use that in your career. Let us know. So what you can do is you can prove yourself that you are also having some knowledge on cloud by doing some certifications. These are industrial certifications. Our college provides you with opportunity to train with these, and you can also do the certifications on them. I think it's compulsory to have at least one certification. So that is a good opportunity. You can, I myself, I'm certified in AWS Solutions Architect and Microsoft Azure Fundamentals. There are various certifications provided by AWS itself. If you want to, if you want to be expert in a machine learning in AWS itself, there is an associate certification for that. Or if you want to be a developer associate, there is certification for that, like that. So there will be MCQs and you have to answer them. Microsoft Azure fundamentals, they'll test you with the basics of Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Associate Engineer. Similarly, So you will be having getting an experience as well as a proof to show that you are industrial certified. Now, if you want to do the certifications, uh, where will you start from? Like, where will you learn from? So there are few free resources which you can use to learn about these clouds. Or even if you want to prepare for the certification, you can use these free platforms. One is AWS Academy. This is given by the institutions itself. Or if you want to pursue on your own, there is something called AWS Skills Builder. So these are the key platforms I'm telling you. If you are wanting or aiming to get a certification in any of the cloud platform, then you can use the free platforms I'm telling you, AWS Academy and AWS Skills Builder. Microsoft Learn is free for everyone. For this only, I was a master, I told you. It's having interactive learning paths and you can learn them. And then GCP Skill Boost, and it was formerly Quick Labs. It also provides you hands-on lab for Google Cloud, enabling practical experience in real cloud environment. Now, once you have done once you have done few of the courses from here, you can implement them by building few projects like personal portfolio. You can host that on the cloud. If you have some portfolio website for few, you can host them on the cloud and you can share that cloud link with anybody. So that means your site is on the cloud. And then you can use Firebase, that is a database in your websites. That is also cloud. And then you have ML model APIs given by few services on cloud. So there are direct APIs which you can use. I have used the Azure's computer vision API for one of my projects. So there are multiple services you have. I have used optical character recognition, that is uh, getting the text from an image. That one I have used in one of my projects. So like this, you can start exploring basic things. So this is very easy. You must have already have a portfolio. Just learn to host it on the cloud. And this Firebase is very easy to set up. If you have a website, you can use the Firebase. And then this ML model API, you can try to implement this or integrate it with some other app you have. This is just a basic idea. And if you go to Google, there are plenty of projects which you can pursue in cloud. And after doing this, you can put it on your portfolio. Now, as I told you, we have come an end of this session. This is the very, very important part which I wanted to tell you at the start. That is self-care. Eat balanced and don't skip any of your meals. Get enough sleep, that is 7 to 9 hours, and stay active daily. For staying active daily, you have to do at least 20 minutes of walking. You know, these all things will be helping you, motivating you to pursue more things in life. Just don't have to focus on learning, reading. You can get some break also in between. Or else one day by doing and doing and doing, you will not feel like doing anything. You don't want to get to that point because I have experienced it. That's not very good. You have to take care of yourself. So that's it. What we have learned today, that is, I have told you about the placement process, what to do, what not to do, and we have also seen about the cloud computing, how it is transforming industry, every industry, like, and if you are skilled with the cloud, it won't go away. It will be useful, adding to your skill set. And it's more accessible and affordable for students than ever before. Practical projects and certifications significantly boost your learning and employability. Just to start exploring things, guys. If you are in second year or first year, you have a lot of time. Apart from your academics, try to participate in as many events in your college as possible. I have myself participated in multiple events, and even if I didn't know something, I used to go fail and come back. It just adds something to your experience. I won't say complete failure also because if it adds something to your journey, then it's not a failure. Also, just try to do these courses, like take some basic course, just know what it is. If you like it, explore further, else explore something else. This is what I believe. So if you want to connect with me, you can search Preeti Kintali on LinkedIn and we can connect. And if you have any doubts, please feel free to reach out to me. And that is about today. And we are open to Q&A. If you have any questions, you can unmute your mic and ask me. Or even if you are shy, you can put it on the chat box. If you have any questions, I'm open to questions. You can ask me now. You can just raise your hand and we can unmute you.
Guys, if you have any doubts, you can just raise your hand. We will unmute you.
I hope there is no doubt. So if not now, if you don't have any doubts now, but if you have something in your future, then you can definitely reach out to me on LinkedIn. And again, I'm telling my LinkedIn ID is Preeti Kintali, and you can connect with me. And that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Preeti, for sharing your inspiring journey and valuable insights on cloud computing and placements. Your experiences from starting with limited exposure to securing a role at Accenture have shown us the importance of perseverance, skill building, and adapting a new technologies. We truly appreciate the time and effort you took to guide us today. I would like to thank everyone who joined us and contributed to making this session engaging and meaningful. On behalf of entire NGC team, thank you once again. Preeti, and we wish you continued success in your career. Guys, if you have any questions, you can keep request to unmute and we will unmute you. You can ask her questions.
We've given them the option to unmute themselves. You can unmute.
You can unmute and ask if you have any questions regarding anything.
What about the internships?
Yeah, similar to placements, internships will be also for companies will be coming for internships also. You can apply for them, sit for the process, and if you get selected, you will be getting internship. And not only on campus, you can try for off campus internship. For that, you will have to work on your own.
That means what is the correct time to start an internship and how to apply for it?
Okay, you will just correct time means even after first year, you can start applying. But if you have enough time, like you can try for an internship for summer. You can ask for an opportunity for someone or reach out to some recruiters, or you can apply for the notifications which come. Like few companies give notifications regularly about internships on LinkedIn, Glassdoor, etc. You have to search for them, apply for them, and then if you get selected, then you can go for that. There is no right time. If you are good with already good with some DSA, or you already have some skill in web development, you can start internship on web development. And if you are good with app, you can go into Android app development, etc. It's just if you're confident enough, you can start working on it.
And is CGPA really matters? And exactly at what level should we maintain?
Yeah, CGPA, as I've already told you in the start of the session, CGPA is like the main criteria for shortlisting in the companies on campus, not off campus. In off campus, people may look for CGPA or not, they don't care. But on campus, the CGPA is important. If you maintain around 8.5 plus CGPA, then it's safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
The one doubt I have about this NPTEL courses, is it worth it? Is it worth the trouble?
Yeah, so depends on what course you are taking. Is it like some university elective type of course? Those type of courses may not be much valuable, but if it is technical one and if you are really learning it, then that certification is valued. Like if you are preparing for GATE examination or some other technical interviews, then if you are having an operating system NPTEL course or some extra like a data analytics NPTEL course, and if it's adding some value to you, then only it's useful. If not, if you're just applying for it and appearing for exam just for fun, then it may not be much useful.
May I know from at what period of time have you started coding and this is all?
So in first year we had a Java course. From there, so in the first semester we had Python where we learned basic logics, patterns, what is basic programming, etc. Then we had Java Oops. So from there I got a basic idea of what this programming and all is. In the first year I didn't know much. I was like, what is happening? And then in second year, I was busy with academics, and in third year, I started to realize and understand the Java and complex topics like data structures. So theoretically, I was good, like every student, because we had to study for exams, so we used to study. But practically, I started properly from third year. You can start from any time. You just have to understand what you're doing. And once you start understanding, then it's a good time. I think you got my point, Navya.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And could you suggest some cloud related projects and uh, what will be more important so that our resume can be shortlisted?
So in cloud, it depends on what cloud you are exploring. If you are taking AWS cloud, you can start with basic projects. You can start with hosting websites, creating EC2 servers, and then integrating with your web app if you are having some website. You can you can start with searching on Google itself what are the top projects. And I have one suggestion in the cloud area. There is a instructor called Lucy Wong. So she posts many videos on YouTube about AWS. And once you pursue some basic certification like AWS Cloud Practitioner, that is the very basic one. Then you will have basic idea of all the services. Then you have a solutions architect associate. That is an advanced one. If associate word is there in the certification name, that is an advanced certification. And cloud practitioner is a basic one. And to pursue these certifications in the skills builder, there is something called earn the coins, ETC. So if you get some 4,000 or something coins, you will be getting vouchers like 50% voucher or 100% voucher based on the availability. And so the cost of the certifications are like $100 or $150. So it's around 7,000 rupees and not 7,000, it's around 14,000 rupees in Indian currency. So after getting the voucher, you can, if it is 50%, then it will be around 7,000 rupees. And if it's 100%, then you have to pay nothing. So better to get a voucher and write those exams.
Can we give that attempt in our fourth year also? No?
Yeah, that's even after you become a professional, after graduating, then also you can give.
Yes, sir.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
Do you have any particular platforms that we can find DSA questions which we can practice for interviews and all? And
Yeah.
like I heard in interviews has a particular round for DSA and coding thing. So is there
Hmm.
any particular platform that we can practice such interview questions and all?
Yeah. Um, I have mentioned this also in my session. There are a few sheets, DSA sheets available, like Striver sheet, Lovebubber sheet, or Geeks for Geeks, Neat Code. I have told you all the names. So you can just go to Google and search for these names. I have done myself Striver sheet. So that in that you will be having the link to the platform question and also the explanation video. You can try yourself, and if you don't get it, you can watch the video. I'll repeat again: Strivers, Striver, and there is Love Bubber. These are all famous YouTubers for programming. And then we have Neat Code, like Lead Code, it's Neat Code, but it's for mostly Python coders. Then we have Geeks for Geeks. It's a platform where you have multiple questions. They have some lists for particular companies. So there are questions like 360 questions, 100 questions. You can pick any one and start. Just start. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, what about the lead code contest rating? Have they asked any questions related to this in your interviews? Means they're saying that we should maintain a proper contest rating that will showcase our coding skills.
Hmm. So that lead code contest rating is all up to you. Like if you're not interested much in web development, app development, and development stuff, but you want to showcase something in programming, then you can apply for contests, participate in them, etc. But if you have a decent profile, then it's fine. It's not a compulsion to add your lead code contest rating, etc. It's just your wish. Hmm. It depends on you if you
Just
want.
practicing.
It's for practice. Like in it It's helpful in a time constraint. So if you want to solve some questions within some time and you want to get the experience of practicing solving questions within like 90 minutes or 2 hours or 1 hour, then that is useful. For showing, it's not much. It will be having an impact if you have a good score, but it's not a compulsion.
Thank you.
Can you tell about the on-campus internships?
So on-campus internships in second year ending, or yeah, in second year ending, it will be starting for the summer interns. So companies will come and hire summer interns for the before entering into fourth year. Yeah, yeah. It's to the end of third year or second year, you will be getting companies. It's either after second year summer or third year summer, you can do internships, or directly in the 4-1 semester, it's the normal placements. When in the final year, the placements will be starting, you can do 6 months internship in your 4-1, or it will be 2 months internship in your summer period. It can be after second year or third year.
Yeah, okay. I have a question like, is tech programs relevant? Like usually from August to September, the tech programs from big companies and MNCs get started. Is it relevant to like join them and attend these tech programs?
Like what type of tech programs are you asking about?
Like summer school, Amazon summer school, and events are offered by different tech companies.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. Like if you're interested, for example, let's take that Amazon ML Summer School only. If you're interested in machine learning, then it is a very valuable opportunity. That only I'm telling. You have to apply for all types of opportunities available. If you are interested, that's very good. And if you get selected and you are interested, then that's fantastic. If you're not interested, just leave it. That's it. But I suggest to apply for everything, every opportunity you get. We don't know when we get opportunity. You may even get selected for some company after that program. So just apply for that.
Do you know any platforms where we can find these tech programs and summer internships? Like other than searching each company name and going to their career pages, is there any platforms where we can find all these opportunities?
So there are few people on LinkedIn who regularly post jobs, uh, like updated notifications. You can follow them, or you can even follow channels, few channels which regularly post about jobs. And even on LinkedIn, you will be seeing multiple job posts which are coming. And there is Glassdoor, which you can register on, and there are multiple platforms. Mostly the influencers which are present in tech companies on LinkedIn, they are posting regularly about the job opportunities and openings. It's better to follow them only.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Akka, you said off-campus interviews, CGPA won't really matter, right? So what are the things that would matter, and what are the things you need to focus if you're going aiming for off-campus?
Yeah, in off campus also they will be having like a minimum criteria like 7 or 6 CGPA. Mostly they will be looking about if you're really an expert in some field like machine learning or web development, then they will be asking questions related to that. But basic screening will be done with DSA only. Only if you are good with DSA, that's a reality. Only if you're good with DSA, they will move towards the interview. For off campus, mostly they will be keeping an online assessment with 2 or 3 DSA questions And if you are able to solve two questions completely of three or one and a half of two, then you will be proceeding to the interview. But in the off campus, it's better to have a referral of someone who is working in that company. That way, you will be getting more preference over someone without referral. And that's another whole topic of how to get a referral. And you just have to have friends, friends in companies or family friends, etc. And that way you can get a referral. But mostly it's around of DSA, DSA, DSA. That's it. And in interviews, they will ask both DSA and projects. That's it.
On which topics should we stress mainly in DSA? That means learning whole DSA
Yeah. In DSA, you have most data structures and algorithms. In the DSA course, what you have learned, like array strings, what else is there? Array strings, linked list, and then we have recursion, dynamic programming, methods to solve questions, then advanced graphs, trees. You have to focus, start with arrays and then strings, then go to linked list, then go to trees. Start with basic questions of all these, then move to advanced things like recursion and backtracking, dynamic programming. Just do the most asked questions in these all topics. If you do the most asked questions, I think you will get an idea of any new questions which they are asking. Because all the questions mostly have a similar pattern only. They just tweak a little bit, and once you practice and you get a hold of it, you understand what they are asking. You can solve it on your own. So there are also some standard solutions to all the questions. It's better to practice them before only. And that is it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you for your attention and time. Thank you, Akka. Right now, we will have to end the session. Parjit, you can continue with the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Preeti, for sharing your inspiring journey and valuable insights on cloud computing and placements. Your experiences from starting with limited exposure to securing a role at Accenture have shown us the importance of perseverance, skill building, and adapting to new technologies. We truly appreciate the time and effort you took to guide us today. I would also like to thank everyone who joined us and contributed to making this session engaging and meaningful. On behalf of the entire NGC team, thank you once again, Preeti, and we wish you continued success in your career. Thank you.
Thank you.